Hello. You maybe know that in Quebec, and not only in Quebec, when you hold somebody's property, be it a thing or even a movable property, for a certain period of time as your own, which is important, and the original owner doesn't protest and ignores the fact, then after this certain period of time has passed, you can claim that the property is yours. Sometimes at 10 years, sometimes at 3 years. There are various time limits, but normally it's something like 3 or 20 years. And there is a tricky part in that. That period of time is called prescription period, if you didn't know. But to make it work for you, there should be possession of the property, not a simple detention. What's the difference? If somebody just lent you some money and never asked for it in 3 years or more, and then comes to you and you say, "Oh, I don't owe you anything," then prescription might work. But if somebody gave you money to keep for that person, then even far beyond 3 years, the money is still not yours, it's that person's, because you did not have the money. You only kept it for that person. Same thing is with a car, a toy, a book, a piece of gold, a painting, and a piece of land, and so on and so on. The time period might be different, but the principle is still the same. So if you kept the thing for somebody, meaning under somebody's permission to have it, then it's detention. But if you took it and used as your own, and it was evident that you're using it as your own, and you never recognized that you're just using it with the permission of that other person, then eventually, if that person asks for it, you can claim that it's already yours, or if that person never even appears, you could eventually come to a court asking to establish your ownership over this thing, whatever it is. And again, the principal question there in court will be if you had possession of that property or a simple detention. What happens if you had it in detention for some period of time and then you started to use it as your own? To prove that, you will have to show that at that point of time you either openly informed the owner, or at least made it so clear that he should have known that from this point you're using it as your own. So the burden of proof, meaning that the obligation to provide evidence, is on you to show that from that point of time it was not detention any longer, it was possession. And if you are successful in that, then again, from that point in time, the prescription period starts running in your favor. Of course, the other person would still claim that it was simple detention and that you held the property, the thing, whatever it is, with that person's explicit permission, but only as detention, that you were a keeper, not an owner. So at the end of the day, it will be for the judge to decide what was it. Thank you, and have a nice day.